Hello, everyone. I am so sorry. Somebody was calling my phone and it just disconnected the whole video. I sure hope that you guys are able to find me back. I had to recreate a new video on well, both YouTube and Facebook. So let me try to see if I can guide people my way. I don't think it's going to be possible. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure it out here. I am so sorry about that, guys. It was like it's happened in the past that I received calls and I just ignored them. And no, here we are. So I sure hope you guys can find me. And I am sorry about the whole shenanigan. I don't know if that's the right word, but um, let me see if I have here. Oof, I'm glad I always keep my. Sorry about this, but my lips are hurting. Okay, so let's go back to the crafting table. Hopefully you are able. Yay, Judy! I'm so glad you're here. I don't know what happened. So I've had many times in the past where somebody calls and it just like ignores it, and for some reason, it just interrupted the whole video. So I don't know what happened. I guess next time I'll have to like maybe completely not close. What's the name of it? Like cancel all notifications or something. Maybe that's what we need to do. So this where we're at. If you are just joining us, this is a piece of 8.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 1 3/4 and 2 7/8. And then I just turned it around and scored at 1 3/4 and 2 7/8. And what most likely is going to happen in the video, I'm just going to add the try to add both pieces, both videos, I guess, and hopefully create only one long video. I sure hope so. Anyways, we'll see how that rolls. Hey, how are you, Kimberly? I am so glad you're here. We just had a whole shenanigans. So it could, the I think it was the iPad disconnected me, or maybe it's the software. I have to think about it, guys. My brain is now thinking about this. But this is what we're going to do with our new paper pumpkin kit. I'm still on the fence of what I want to do. This is very easy because we'll put pianos in here, and then we can put piano in here. And I like that idea very much. But I also like this idea. Anyways, let's start with this one. I think we're going to go this way and let's cross our fingers. Because this is the first video, we are actually going to cut all the pieces. I know that it's not exactly ideal, but that's where we're at. And so I'm going to layer everything in white. And all these pieces, sorry, I keep bringing this back. All these pieces are 5.5 of length. So I'm just going to go here and cut at 5 3/8. And same as always, guys, all these measurements will be down below. Hopefully I have better luck with getting my measurements in the video. Okay, I don't like when I have, see how useful is a take your pick, right? Even for this, well, I guess we're going to have to deal with it. And now we're going to cut all those pieces. And looking for my cheat sheet here because I don't remember all. We're going to cut at 1 5/8. So just one, and then the other one is 1. We're going to cut that one. And I really want to measure this one because I may be mistaken. I think it's going to be, this is, oh, let me bring the actual paper. No, that looks good. Okay, good. And then we're going to cut again at 1 5/8. So bottom line, you're going to need 2 pieces of 5 3/8 by 1 5/8, 2 pieces of 5 3/8 by 1, and then just one bigger piece that is 2 5/8 by 5, 2 5/8. Let's see, there it is. 2 5/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, let me move this out of the way, and these are the pieces we are going to be using. Now let's go ahead and choose from the beautiful, beautiful paper. I just love this, guys. I'm so in love. So we have 3 options to create our little scene. Let's see. I'm missing the buffaloes. There's my camping tent. Okay, so we can choose whichever of these we want. I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling this one a little bit better today. Let's see. We'll start with this one, and we'll just, worst case scenario, we create the reverse gatefold too, and that'll be fun. And now we're going to make the layers for those, right? And let me see, where is it? Here it is. So we're going to need 2 pieces of 1 1/2. So I'm going to cut 1. Now I'm going to cut this in order because that way we keep the scene, right? So this one is 7/8. And I forgot to cut this. Sorry, guys. So now we're going to cut these at 5 1/4. And I really like this area of the mountain. And so I'm just going to cut the blue, the sky, I guess. So we have, let me do this before I make a mistake, because that's going to happen. Okay, 5 1/4. And the other one's 5 1/4 too. Of course, it's much easier when you do it all together instead of what I did. I got too excited and got going there. And then the next piece is going to be, let's see, 2 1/2. So here's the 2 1/2 mark. And we've already taken the other piece, and we're going to go again. This is 7/8. And the 1 1/2. 1 1/2. Okay. So again, we did it this way so we keep the whole scene together. Like this. Maybe like this. Okay. So let's go ahead and even if we move these later, we can get very creative with this card, I think. Let's go ahead and add our pieces, and let's start thinking about the rest, the next steps. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring the big one. And I guess I know you guys can probably tell. Maybe here's easier. This is the score line. I didn't even touch this, so we don't have any issues with the score line. And that is noticeable. Okay, so let's go ahead. These are all 1/8 smaller, so make the best to center and adhere. So I'm going to bring both. I'm going to keep just a little tip. I brought the center first, so I can like kind of like really move around it and see which one is which. So there we go. Now I know where these pieces go. It's like putting a puzzle. Lately, I feel that I've been making cards that is like putting puzzles. Okay, so we have one, and I'm going to bring the other one. And I'm keeping my little seating there so I don't get lost. Okay, guys, how is the weather up there? We've had so much rain. And no, I am not complaining. I love the rain. I live in Colorado, and we, you know, we really struggle in the summer with fires. And so I am very, very thankful that we're having a lot of rain and that it may hopefully prevent some of those wildflower fires, not flowers. Um, but holy smokes, we've had some rain. I keep making fun talking to my husband and just saying, if I feel like I'm in Costa Rica, right? Because in Costa Rica, it rains a lot. And yeah, it's been incredibly rainy. Okay, so this is our card, and we're going to put our panels. I'm going to move my panels as they are, and I'm going to go ahead and bring them one by one in order so I don't get distracted. You guys, if you've been here before, you guys know that I get distracted pretty often. And I think I'm going to do something that we did, oh my goodness, a while ago. I think it was May or June last year. That's so funny. It's going to be that I made the same kind of gatefold, and we had an add-on, and that add-on is where we're going to make our stamping, and we're going to put like our sentiment. I love this. Oh my goodness. And also I have to say I love putting the black because it does bring up the colors. Don't you guys think it brings it up? It really pops up. If of course, if you have um if you have other colors, I mean, this may look really, really good in the pebble bath. I'm thinking the mossy meadow. This should look gorgeous in mossy meadow, I think. Um, more rain than normal. So Kimberly's just saying that they've had a lot and more rain than normal. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Well, I like cool days. I don't like cold days. I think they were cooler, but yes, definitely a whole lot of rain we've getting. And again, I am from Colorado, so nobody in Colorado complains for rain, right? God forbid. But yeah, quite a bit of oops, this is rebellious today, of activity. Oh, guys, I finally planted my garden today. So, of course, it's going to snow tomorrow or something like that. I've been like, I shouldn't plant today, but we went ahead. They always say that you have to plant in Colorado right after Memorial Day. And it's one day before Memorial Day, so I'm maybe too excited. So, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I just absolutely love this. Like just like that. And thank you. We don't need anything else in here. It looks so beautiful. Anyways, I am going to cut another piece of white. Also measuring, let's see. This needs to be 2 5/8. Let me do this. 2 5/8. So what I'm going to do is something for the back. By 5 3/8. And again, all these measurements will be in the back. I just feel, doesn't this look like just, I don't know. I just love this kit. Let's face it. So, this is going to go in the back, and I'm going to put this here. So I actually am able to just kind of decorate this. And if I have, I can write my my card there. You know what is so funny? I have so many birthday cards. I think I have some addiction for birthday cards. That's so funny. I'm liking this one that says, "Life is meant for good friends and great adventures." I really like that. So we are going to bring one of our... Oh, Kimberly, like, I am not going to tell you. Like, I went, because we always like grow them inside the house, of course, through the, well, I think we started this year in April. And I am not lying. Like, I think we had probably like 100 plants between herbs and, just veggies and some flowers. And oh, goodness in heavens, it was a lot of gardening. I started early in the morning and probably and finished like at 1. And I had to go and clean the coop. So, okay, so we have our sentiment. I always tell people it's good idea to stamp in your grid paper because that way it's working. Polymer stamp sets, they do have some sort of chemical additive. I don't know what it is. I'm making that up, but they have something. And so, oh, totally. Let me finish my thought. And so sometimes if you stamp right away, it will not stamp well. So if you do this, you save yourself that painful. And I am going to, I'm like, let's try to stamp these there. Hopefully that works. Ah, I love it. I love it. You're so funny because Judy's saying that the whole kit reminds her of the Southwest. And I have to say, the first thing that came to my mind is that show that's called, oh my goodness, what's it called? Yellowstone. Like I saw it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Yellowstone. So I think I'm right there with you, Miss Judy. Let me bring another block and we're going to do the same thing. And I'm going to put this one in here just for some extra fun. And this is going to go in the back. So we have some decoration where we can write. Oh, Kimberly, you're a hard worker. I don't. It's one of those things that that's why part of the day was long. Why my gardening was so long today because I just had not gone to the garden. I don't know, probably since March. And so the weeds were like spreading. They were very, very happy with all this rain and some good soil. They're like, life is good. And so I had to like really take all of them out and it was a lot of work. Okay, I'm going to put these, but I'm going to make sure it's on the right. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yes. Kimberly, do I have your email? So, Kimberly, that's my email. If you send me an email, then I'll be able to send you my address that way. So, okay, so what we did is we just made some space available in the back to write, and our card or whatever we want to give our friends or sell to our friends. But we're going to back in here. And this is so cool. And I don't know if you guys, okay, let me go back to my black. I have my black here. We are going to do... You guys are going to laugh a little bit, and it's fine. I'm okay with you guys. I'm looking for my other card. A card I did a while ago. And I know, again, this is a little bit disorganized. I am so sorry. I just want to remember how I did it. Perfect. Let me remove it because I always feel it's very much in the way. So I am going to create I don't know how you want to call it, locking for the gatefold. I don't know. Guys, don't pay attention to me. But I'm going to make, this is going to be I think 1.5 is good width. Let me see. Okay. I'm looking because I don't want to mislead you guys. But there was the one, I just want to use the exact same measurement because I like that one very much, and I think that that's perfect. I just initially thought of doing the gatefold, but I want to put that extra. And I don't know if you guys remember that one, but that was a beautiful card. It was from the June Paper Pumpkin Kit. That's so funny. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Okay. Ah, perfect. So I was right. So this is 1.5, right, by 8.5. And we're going to do the exact same scoring. And so that was 1 3/4. And then 2 7/8. And we're going to turn around and do the same thing. 1 3/4. And 2 7/8. And by the way, I have to tell you guys that I tried, I don't know if you've been here before, you know I like to like add on, instead of try, let's say 1 3/4, 2 7/8, then it's like, let's say 5.5, but it just was not exactly, it went into 16ths, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I don't like 16ths because I think people get scared of them. So we're going to score this one at 2 7/8. And that's when I was like, nope, I'm just going to go ahead and do this differently. And so now we are going to score backwards. Let's see. Am I doing this correctly? Yes. Okay. Let me bring my boom folder. Okay. And one last one. Okay. So what we're going to do, so this is a regular gatefold, right? What we're going to do is we're going to add this like a reverse gatefold, like this. Kind of. There you go. And this will close all together like so. But it really creates just so much fun. And to do this, we are actually going to bring one of the envelopes. Maybe we'll end up using 2. It could be that we end up using 2. We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and bring our envelope. I always feel super bad cutting it, but I do get over it. Okay, so I'm just taking away the side so I can open my envelope. And I'm turning it around because it's a little bit easier. And I'm just cutting a 16th. And how do I know it's a 16th? Oh, God in heavens. Because if you just align your paper to the end of these brown line, that would be your first 16. And that way, I'm going to cut these gorgeous paper clay. Let's see, seems like it's, oh, I did cut it very well. Look at that. And I'm going to cut these in here. We'll start building that area like that. I did try to leave the part of the score line in the envelope, kind of on the envelope, on that part, so it's not in the way. And this is very smooth. Okay, so we have the same, exactly the same measurements than below, just this is 1.5. So let's see. I'm going to do this first. Sorry, guys. 1.5 is there. I want a little bit more white in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an eighth on this side. And this is how you build cards, right? I'm going to cut an eighth on this side. And now I'm going to turn this over like this. And I'm going to cut about 1 3/4. There it is. Why am I doing this? I am doing this so I have some flexibility if I make a mistake, right? Yeah, 16th is, I know people don't like them. Even, and I'm going to say, I've been meaning to say this. I am not an expert of making cards at all, right? Like, I just make them often enough that I got really used to the measurements quickly, I have to say, which I'm still surprised. I've never said that to you guys in the past. Because in the end, I feel that it's not like it's not something that comes natural to me. Math doesn't come natural to me. And so, but I did very well. I did get used to it very quickly. But other than that, like I have to make my cheat sheets, right? I practice with it. I put all the measurements in here. It's not like it comes easy. And so I just want to encourage all those of you that like feel sometimes scared or like, oh, it's too complicated. It's not complicated. I mean, it can be, it can have an extra cuts or whatever. It's not your regular cut. Yeah, I hear that. But the reality is, if you practice a little bit, you'll be able to get it. So I'm just saying that because sometimes when I post on Facebook, I've had people saying, oh no, that seems too complicated. And I was like, it's not. I mean, it can be a little, but you just practice, right? Anyways, that's me. Okay, so I cut a little bit extra here because I just want to make sure that I have enough white because I want some white in here. This is 1.5. So if we're going to use 8, this is going to be, let's see, 1.5, 1 3/8. And I just want to make sure that 1.5. So I'm going to cut another 1/8. No, I'm cutting a 16th on here. And now I'm going to make this to 1 3/8. And 1 3/8 is right after the 1.5. And I think this is going to be okay. So we have this little piece. We may not have enough for all this here. So what we'll do is we'll bring that copper clay from the envelope and we'll put that in here in these two sides. Okay, and same as before, goes back again to my little cheat sheet. We need 1 5/8, and go 1 5/8. And then we need the big one, which is 2 5/8. And this one should be 1 5/8. And if it's not, we'll figure it out. And I figured it was not going to be. Okay, that is sad, huh? How much are we missing? It's just 1/8 that we're missing. So let's see. What can we do? I think I got a solution. So my solution here is going to be using this part of the envelope. I don't want to open or not open. I don't want to cut another envelope completely. And I was thinking that that was not going to work. Like this piece, but it's not going to work. Okay, we'll leave that. So what we'll do is we're going to create something with this, I hope, maybe. I don't know if we'll have enough to do this. So I am just aligning these in here and make it and cut it so I have straight edge, right? And we're going to do the same thing. I don't think we need. And what we're going to do here is, okay. So 1 and, let's see. So 1 and 3/8 was what we cut. I'm going to cut another 1/8 on this side, because what I'm going to do is I am going to create a layer in this copper clay. So this needs to be, let me check my little cheat sheet there. Oh, 1.5, 1 and 3/8. So this needs to be 1 and 3/8. And don't worry, guys. I know this is confusing, and I'm sorry for that. And this should be then 1 and 5/8. So hopefully I have all these. And so this is what's going to happen. We're just going to layer this in the copper clay, and I think it looks really, really cute. What do you guys think? I'm going to leave these without, and maybe I'll just open another one. That's fine. I'm going to cut again. I'm going to cut another 1/8 in here, because now we're creating a layer that I was not thinking of creating before. And let's see, these needs to be 2 and 5/8. Where are you? There. And yes, we are going to use another piece of that. And this needs to be. I'm going to cut this side. I'll tell you guys why in a minute. This feels like needs to be more, how can I say it? So if you put these two pieces together, it's more to it, right? Like there's the brown, like there's more of a puzzle kind of putting together. If you put this one together, even if they are not fitting well, it will work well, because there's only grass in the little mountain. So I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. And then finally, we're going to cut. I'm going to cut an 1/8 in here, because I know we're going to need that, and an 1/8 in here. And this is where your, oh, I almost cut that. This is where the right side of your trimmer is so useful, right? Instead of making calculations, you just go ahead and cut 1/8, and then you really need to know which exact measurement is. I'm going to bring another one of these beautiful envelopes, and I'm going to cut more of that copper clay. If you don't want to do this, which is destroying your envelopes, my suggestion is, well, if you have copper clay, then of course go ahead, use copper clay. But you can also just use your blending brush and create your own paper. We've done that in the past. I just don't want to make this video longer than it's needed. And so I didn't do that. But that could be another option, so you don't destroy these, which is sad, right? It's always sad. So our piece needs to be 1 and 3/8. Okay. And now we need, let's see, one other one of 1.5. I'm ringing this one. So this one needs to be 1 and 5/8. Okay, did all that make sense? So bottom line, we needed to get creative, because the envelope did not have enough designer series paper for us to create these exact measurements, right? And so we just used the this part of the envelope to create a layer in copper clay. and we had to make this smaller. So I will put all those measurements in there, but in the description below, so don't worry about it. But bottom line, you're going to need two pieces, kind of is very similar to the other two pieces that we did. So two pieces of 1 3/8 by 1 5/8. You're going to need two pieces of DSP, let's call it that way, of 1 and let's see, 1.5 by, oops, I don't want to mislead you, by 1.25. And then this piece, which is the center. So again, 1.5, 1 3/8. And this one is 2 5/8. And this one is just an eighth smaller. So the only two pieces that we need is the two pieces for here. And we already know that this is 1 1/8. So these we are going to cut at 1. And I am not going to layer this. I'm just going to make a simple cut at 1. So we have 1 and we have 2. Okay, I hope that was not too confusing. But again, measurements will be all down below. And let's go ahead and adhere our pretty paper. And all these is just one. Okay, good. Thank you, Judy. I mean, it was a little, I just thought I was going to have that extra. That extra, what was it? Like an eighth? Come on. All we had to do for an extra eighth, huh? And I'm just bringing this back in here. Super, super cute. And then we have these two pieces. And just like we did before, I'm making these, putting them in order so I don't mess them up. I've said this to you guys. I am a little bit of an ADD person. And so if I get distracted, I forget what I was doing. So, and we're going to put this. So I am putting first, or adhering first, the decorated pieces, because you know there's an order to it, and I just don't want to even deal with the other stuff. We'll do that here in a second. And there's the other one. And this was not a very good job, Maria. Okay, let's see. This is a dangerous maneuver. I shouldn't be doing this, but on top of my ADD, I'm also OCD. So, guys, okay, that's gonna be a little better, huh? I always say, if you can do it, this gotta have already. Do it, but don't ruin your, your project just because it's something is slightly crooked. There's always ways to disguise that. And here we're going to bring these two copper clay pieces. And okay, there's one. And the next one. Perfect. See, this looks very, very cute on its own. And so when we add it here, it will, when it closes, it's just going to have that in there. And I think it's going to look amazing. So I'm just trying to figure out what can we do. I said that I have far too many. I think I'm going to use this one. Let's see. It may be that we are able to put this one in here. What you guys think? I think that that looks really, really good. And I just got a dangerous idea. It won't fit. Okay. We're going to leave the dangerous side and keep doing what we're doing. I think this will fit here good enough. So we're going to do one thing first. I'm going to bring one of these pieces, and I'm just going to see. I think it's too big. Maybe this one. Let's see. We're going to stamp this one in there first. And we're going to see if we just want to use these instead of, oh, this is a bigger one, huh? Instead of stamping here. Let's see. Okay, let's bring this in here. And of course, I shouldn't have, if I was going to do this, I shouldn't have done that, but that's where we're at. That's decent enough. Because we can put this a little bit higher. What you think, Judy? Let's bring the whole effect back in here. If I bring this in here, then I can put this in here and this will be floating. And I think I like that a little bit. And you can still see the meadow in the back, in the lower area. I think I like that better. And since we're doing these, I'm just going to go ahead and bring our twine. Oh, I remember the word twine. I always forget that word for whatever reason. Let me see. Okay, guys, I always struggle with this. So, it's not probably ideal, but that's what's going to happen. I'm just going to cut a little piece. And boom, you have it. Oh, how's your daughter doing? All good? Sometimes I think I need new snips. Because they're a little unhappy there. And I'm just going to make, you guys know, if you've been here before, I am not a bow person. But if I put this in here, maybe like this, we'll be able to see some of it. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Judy, you're so right. Like, that's funny. That is kind of funny. Thank you for that, Judy. I'll stay away from danger. Oh, remember when we were talking in the last card we made with, not the last one, the one before last, that was an actual live, the Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Oh my God, that's so funny now. It's going to be stuck. Okay, Maria, what are you trying to do here? Does not look very good. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. And I'm just going to put this, so it's just like thread in there, right? And guess what I'm going to use? I'm actually going to bring, oh, Kimberly, we'll be praying for you. Hoping everything goes perfectly okay. Actually, I'm thinking I want a dimensional. Let me put some, I'm just using my dimensional here to hold on to that. And then we'll put this one on top of here, right? And then you'll have all those pieces in there, and I think it'll just look cute. And then we'll need some extra pieces of dimensionals, or some extra dimensionals, which your kit brings. And I'm actually going to put the thread, maybe like that. The thread, sorry. The dimensionals on this piece, because it's much easier than having to calculate them in here, right? In this area, sorry. Yeah, we'll be praying for you, Kimberly. Hopefully it all goes well. And that's where we'll put that one. course, I was not thinking that that was already, that didn't already have. Okay, I'm going to move these in here. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to bring this and center this as best as I can. And then we have our card. And so when it's closed, it's going to look like this. So let's go ahead and we're going to adhere this side first in here. And I'm going to use Stampin' Seal Plus. You guys know I love my Stampin' Seal Plus. And I'm going to bring this in here like this because this is what's easier for me to adhere. And I'm just using the corner to guide me. That's what's easier. Whoops, maybe I can do this today. There we go. And then we're going to bring the other corner. And for this one, so I feel funny saying anything, right? But I had my aunt and my aunt-in-law and my uncle-in-law, they both had cataracts, and they did not complain that it was a tough surgery or anything. So I think that, yeah, it's my hope and expectation that it's going to be simple, but we'll be praying for you no matter what. Okay. And now, that's our card. Doesn't that look super cute? Oh, that's good, Judy. I didn't know that your daughter also stamped. That's so cool. That's going to be super, super cool. Let me close this because it's open there getting dry for no good reason. I tried to get my daughter engaged in this. She was not having it. Like at the beginning she was, and then she was like, yeah, no, not really. So that was a sad moment. But I'm going to bring my bone folder here for a minute because I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a little rebellious. So we'll be back in here and just go back. And that way it will stay. Okay, so this is the card we made today. I hope you guys like it. I think it's super cute. I had the idea, but you guys know sometimes it is what it is. Very, very simple. And then in the back, we created an area where you can actually write to the recipient if you want to write something. What you guys think? I think I want to put more of this. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do that, guys, but because I make the loops really big so they, of course, so they can be seen, right? But I am wondering if I just kind of make this, let's see. Guys, wish me luck. Okay. Man, that was hardcore. Let's see. I think I want it like that. Too busy. No. No, 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 no. Maybe what I want is to what you guys think? I think I'm going to leave it as is. I'm getting too. It's like you can barely see it, right? It's hard to see. But I think I'm going to leave it like that. Much simpler. We'll have that for another occasion. Oh, well, yeah. I think my daughter is just not mature enough to get into this. That she's still like in the zzz life. Um, and so making cards is it's not something that I think I will get her to do here anytime soon, to be honest. But you know, who knows, later on in time. They like the cards very much. They love them, all of them. So one of my youngest daughter will always tell me, "Oh my God, I love those projects you make." She just loves them, but they're not getting into it. So maybe later on, hopefully. I think, you know, they're creative people, so maybe later on there will be something that they'll get engaged with. Okay, here's our card for today. I think it's a really cute card. And I'll still try to figure out something here. If you, of course, I always say this, if you have other stuff of your stash, right, I would love to put some extra oh my God, gems in here, you know, some bling bling, so it looks good. I was thinking, but I don't know if it's too much. Maybe I can just put this front here. What you guys think? Think it's too much? I'm always like a too much kind of person, so I always have to think twice of what I'm doing. But I like the idea. I mean, I'll leave it as is, but if you want to add, you know, some bling that will look really good, you can add probably this, and it looks really cute too. Or even here. No, I like it up here better. So that's another. Ah, oh, thank you, Diana. I am so glad you like it. I'm still wondering about this. What you guys think? I'm gonna put it there. It's fine. Yes, that's my girls. Exactly, Kimberly. They love everything I do, and they come and say, yay, and they love it. But yeah, they're not going to. I'm going to put it like that. There. I want it. Ah, there's my R. I'm trying to be mindful of the R. There. So I think that what I want is, I want to take this out of here. So it's less set up in the center. And I'm going to take this out of there. There we go. There. That's better. Perfect. Yes, I'm glad you like the binoculars. I'm so glad you like it. Okay, so this is our card for today. Again, I just could look at this view forever, right? It's so beautiful. So these cards are just gorgeous. This kit is absolutely gorgeous, and it is wonderful because if you use the Moody Mauve, it'll be more feminine. But these are wonderful masculine cards, right? And I, I know Maria, struggle with masculine cards a lot. I like all my bling and all my flowers and all my stuff. So this just makes it really, really simple to make masculine cards, if you know, super simple. And this is what we have. And of course, the good news, it will stand up a little bit there. And there you go. Oh, that's so cute. I'm glad you like the binoculars idea. Yes, I like the binoculars idea. And then it just breaks up the card a little bit, like the continuum a little bit, and I like it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope I'll see you Tuesday. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, let me come back up here. I don't know why I always keep just talking and talking and talking. There we go. Okay. Phew, I'm here. Hey. Again, I was saying, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me a lot here in YouTube. If you don't mind sharing it, I will appreciate it. I have been thinking of doing that raffle, um, but I am not sure if I want to do all the raffles for my paper pumpkin kits. I'm thinking about it. I may do the raffle. But for our lives, I will do the ruffle. So I actually got a video. I can show you guys. Not a video. It's really cool. So let's see. Well, I was going to show you, but it always takes some time to get things done. So this is the one I want. Okay, so this is super cool because if I remove, so I can put my, well, I'll show you on Monday. I don't know why. Oh, now it got disconnected. So never mind. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm doing this today. Big hugs to all of you. Please share and like. I appreciate that. And if you want to be with me Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll see you then, guys. I have a super cute card coming, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed Sunday and wonderful rest of your week. Big hugs to all of you. Thank you.